Weskus pens. That's our first padstall for the day. And it was quite nice. Got quite a few things there for our road trip. Okay, kan ek even nie 'n bootjie enetjie kry asseblief? Koksisters and another pie and cold drinks and all sorts. But we're back on the road again. After a long drive from Paternoster to Cape Town, we have arrived at our destination, the Granddaddy Hotel. Originally used to be called the Metropole. Built in 1895, it still houses the old original elevator, still in working condition. And we are taking it right up to the top. Tonight, we are not sleeping in the hotel. We are sleeping on its world-famous roof. Welcome folks, welcome to our next adventure. We're on top of a roof in an Airstream. Can you believe it? Wow! We are in the Karoo. We're at the Granddaddy Hotel in the center of Cape Town. This is going to be our accommodation for the next few nights. On a rooftop in an Airstream. Let's show you around quickly. I kind of like this picture of the ostrich on the bathroom door here. As for the bathroom itself, it's small but adequate. The design of the place, they've really done it up very nicely with all the decor and the pictures of the Karoo painted all over. And of course, a nice and comfortable bed. So that is going to be our home for the next couple of nights. On the roof. Definitely is going to be a unique stay tonight. They even give you earplugs because I think it's probably going to get quite noisy here in town tonight. But what a unique stay this is going to be. We've seen our little Airstream. We are now off to go and see if we can get some lunch somewhere because we are quite hungry. We've really just been taking it rustig here in Cape Town. Today we've booked into the Granddaddy as we saw, and now we're looking for something to eat. And we decided why not stay on theme, seeing that we're staying in the Airstream caravan type thing. We're going to come and see if we can find a food truck that we can maybe order something from. We've come to from Van Riebeek's Park. We haven't been here before, so we're looking for something that we haven't done before. And then of course something that's a bit more unique. But how stunning is it in this park with the mountain right behind you. Beautiful, beautiful little spot. And over there, I don't know if you can see, over there is a little caravan that's a coffee shop, food truck type of thing. So we're going to go and see if they have something for us that we can eat. Love the adventure? Buy us a coffee and help fuel our next adventure. I didn't even know this place existed. And we've just sat here, had the most amazing iced coffee and some pastries filled with all sorts of lovely goodies. It was really, really amazing. And the guy just told me that there's actually a waterfall that we can go and see in the park here. But look at the view that we've got from the park here where we were sitting having our lunch today. Isn't that amazing? Right underneath Table Mountain. Now that's what you want to do. Not sitting in between all those crowds of people in those fancy, expensive restaurants. This is an experience. It's not just coming out and having something for lunch. Man, I can't get over that mountain there. But what a quaint little place. Dog friendly, so you can bring your dog, come and have something to eat here if you want to. Hello you. Hello you. So what a lovely spot that is, under the trees, in the open air, to come and have lunch. So unexpected again. Quite a steep little walk up in between the bushes, or in between the park and the houses here, to see where this waterfall is. I'm just following the sounds of the water. Boardwalk. What a lovely spot to come and have an afternoon walk, to walk off some of the galleries. Beautiful. On our last Cape Town trip we showed you the company gardens, and this time we happened to stumble upon Van Riebeeck Park. What a beautiful space. And somewhere there's a squirrel, so there's even wildlife. I saw him jumping up in the tree there. There he goes. So again, what a luck that was to find this little spot. Sometimes you've got to just sometimes you just got to go where the universe takes you. Don't know how far we need to go up this mountain to actually find the waterfall. We'll be respectful and not mess around too much there. But what an interesting find again in the middle of this park. And just to think, this is another free activity you can do in Cape Town. Just come take a walk around Van Riebeeck Park here, because it is absolutely beautiful. What a cool spot. Just come and take your shoes off and walk in the water a little bit. It's going to be freezing, I'm sure. Oh, actually not that bad. It's cold, but not that bad. From a fresh mountain stream coming off Table Mountain. What a beautiful day again. We finally made it to the waterfall. What a beautiful spot this is. So it's late afternoon now. We're going to make our way down the mountain and see what else there is for this day to still bring us. Maybe we'll try and get a sunset from the roof of the hotel, or we'll see where this day takes us. How are these views from this park? That's the boardwalk we were walking on earlier on. Just walked up a bit to come and see, get a vantage point. All the purple flowers there. You've got full view of Table Mountain. You can even see the cable cars. That's the cable car house up there. And the cable cars, every now and then you see them come up and down to the top. we're almost down. It's not as strenuous a walk as going up Lion's Head, but it is still a beautiful walk to come and walk. Lots of people running the trail with their dogs or walking with their kids and everything like that. So it seems like quite a popular park under the locals. And as I said before, not that touristy trap down closer to the waterfront. And so unexpected. Went out there to go and explore the sunshine, and then we found this beautiful.
Good boy.
Now you make friends.
Make your friends.
Yeah. Good.
So that walk made us quite thirsty. So we came back to the Bliss little truck or little camper to come get a cold drink. Exactly the day we didn't know we were going to have, but the day we needed. Just spending it in a quiet, rustige plek like this, instead of down there where it's so hectic at the moment. Cape Town afternoon traffic, and we're waiting for the cement truck to fill up and take that cement all the way up there. We're back at our hotel, and look at the city streets down there. That's the best sunset we're going to be able to get from here. It's that piece over there. Quite interesting and unique being up on the roof here. Mountain with the sun going behind there. And if you go, look that side. And we've got some wildlife. The sky bar is right up here next to us. You know, we walk in between the sky bar to get to our room. So it's quite interesting when you go to your room and there's people sitting having a drink and you're just walking into one of these little Airstreams. It's quite interesting how they've managed to fit everything up here. You've got the bar in the middle, and then right around you've got the Airstreams. We in the Karoo themed Airstream. All of them has been done by different interior decorators to represent different parts of South Africa. So it would be interesting to see what all the rest looks like inside, but ours is quite quaint inside. Nice to spend the night here, and then tomorrow night we're going to spend the night in one of the hotel rooms for a difference, to show you what that looks like. That might also be quite an experience. We are going to take on the streets of Cape Town to see if we can find something to eat. We're walking down Long Street, and we are definitely spoiled for choice when it comes to places to eat in the CBD here. Well folks, we have found ourselves a rooftop bar restaurant, something Asian inspired today. So we've come for Japanese at Ching Ching Rooftop Bar and Restaurant. 3 levels, very very nice. Found ourselves a nice little spot in the attic here. We've got to see what the food's like. Our first dish have arrived. It's Hirata Umami Beef. Looks delicious. And I have this, and then we'll wait for the second meal to arrive. So our next meal have arrived, and I have got a pork croquet. But I'm quite excited to give this pork croquet a taste. It's like in a curry sauce. Let's give it a bite. You can taste that spice on it. It's absolutely delicious. What a lovely day we had, and really so unexpected. But anyway, we're off to bed now because tomorrow morning we've got a big adventure awaiting us. What a unique and interesting stay it was, sleeping in the Airstream on top of the roof here. The noise of the city going on below us till late last night and then from early this morning. But we are off to our next adventure. We will be back here tonight to show you something else that's very interesting. But now we're off to go and have an adventure off to Ceres with a train. So come and join us for that. We have to be there at 7:30, so it's quite early. We're getting ready now to quickly go down because of the marathon. The roads might be blocked, so we're trying to leave a little bit earlier so that we can get there on time. So come join us for this part of the adventure. Early morning, everybody getting ready for the race. We've got the fencing up and everybody else trying to get to work and to start their day. Shortly this road will be completely blocked off. Early morning coffee on the train tracks. Trains, planes and automobiles. This time it's time for a train. We are doing a train from Cape Town to Ceres in back. It's about 160 kilometers worth of train trip at 45 kilometers an hour, and it looks like it's going to be full house if I look at the amount of people that has arrived for this train today. Not quite the steam locomotive we expected, but still an epic journey. Unfortunately, the steam train itself is broken, so we've got a diesel locomotive pulling us today. Okay folks, we have got our seat numbers. Let's go and see what this old train looks like. We have made it to our seat. I'm quite excited to see what this is going to be like. Quite nice big windows, so hopefully we'll see a lot of the scenery. Now it's just waiting for the train to depart. The train has finally left the station. But unfortunately our delays aren't quite over yet. We've been informed via WhatsApp. Yes, when you join this train ride, you join a WhatsApp group and they give you all the information that you need on there. And we've just been informed that we're off to Unity Train Yard to go and change locomotives to something that's going to be able to take us up the hill to Elgin Market, because you've actually got to go uphill to get there. And this locomotive is not going to be strong enough. Yesterday we were right underneath that mountain there somewhere in a park, and today we're seeing it from a complete different angle, through the windows of an old wooden train. We are back on track. The train is leaving the station finally. As we leave the iconic Table Mountain behind, we are going to see some epic views on the way to Ceres and back today. And our trip starts off with some epic views of the coastline and Table Mountain as we're leaving Cape Town Harbour and train station. We are finally on our way. while we're leaving Cape Town and the scenery isn't that beautiful just yet, we are going to take you for a walk. You've got to go through these epic doors to get anywhere. Step out of the train and back into cart 2. And then again, you've got to walk through this epic section to get into the next part. Bathrooms. Okay. Again, this is a bit hectic. Now we in cart number 4. Very much the same as the one that we are in. Another rope out and in. Thank you. From here we are going into cart 7, which is the bar cart. So that is your bar cart. From here we're going on to the more private suites. Then coach number 10. Dis kies. Then we've got cart 12, which got much different seating to the rest of us. A lot more comfortable. And then this is card 13. Is this the last one? Is that still 14? Ah, okay. And then that is the final card. So then, thank you. What an awesome window you've got at the back there. This is final bar card. So that is the full length of the train that we are in. And as you can see by the amount of people, it is quite full. This cart that I'm in now, there is so many people with big lens cameras and photography and all sorts going on. So that was cart 13 then. Looks quite nice being able to sit comfortable like this. But I think ours is not too bad at all. Well, seeing that we are not driving, why can't we have a drink? So, cheers. At least it's not so scary crossing this when the train is going slow, but when it's going at a speed, it's not so lekker. I definitely don't want to be trapped in between the two trains and the doors don't want to open. We've made it back to our seat safely, and we're going to enjoy this Devil's Peak lager. We are starting to leave the big city behind, and slowly but surely we're getting some better and better views. You can see a lot more of the train now since we've hit the mountain pass, because it's going around curves and bends. And you can see that diesel engine is smoking as much as a steam engine at the moment, working overtime getting us up this mountain. What an epic journey this is. Let's look at the views, the higher and higher we get. And you can see the back of the train all the way down there. Actually quite a bit lower. There is just something special about traveling through rail at this slow pace, being able to take in these epic views. So the train has come to a complete dead stop at the top of Ceres Pass, so we can admire these views. You think from where we have come from down there with a train. They just stopped to take a picture of the train. The Ceres Pass is epic enough doing it with a car, but now being able to do it with rail really is special. We're going to go into a tunnel now. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Under the highway and out the other side. You're not supposed to hang out the window, but I just can't stop myself from leaning out to see this beauty. And that's why you're not supposed to lean out the train, because it can be dangerous, because it gets close to some of these rocks and walls and some of the plants. Just look at how close it gets here. Look how close it gets. Into the tunnel we are. Gotta pull my hand in there quickly because I can't see what's in front of me. Gets quite a bit darker in the train once you get through that tunnel. As I always say, exploring is hungry work. I got myself a cheeseburger on the train here. They offer all sorts of snacks and burgers and things that you can have. So I decided to have a cheeseburger. It's 100% pure beef burger. And I'm enjoying it with this view. Hello horses! So about half an hour away from the Elgin Market, where we're going to be stopping, be able to get out, explore the market, and then about 2.5 hours later get back onto the train and head back to Cape Town. But so far it's really been an epic journey, being able to see the scenery and just being able to go up Ceres Pass in this. What an experience. We were looking for the unique and we found the unique. We've overshot the landing. We have reached our destination, but not the end of our journey. The train's gonna turn around from here and go back to Cape Town, but we've got 2 hours to explore Elgin Market. So let's go and see what that is all about. Let's go. Time to show you our destination. We have made it to Elgin Market. There is quite a lot of people here, not just the people that come off the train, but everybody else that's come to enjoy the market. It seems like there's live music and everything. All sorts of goodies to buy and enjoy here. You'll probably spend a lot of money here. Anything from little trinkets and gifts to food and snacks. It's going to be epic. So yeah, lots and lots to explore and to actually do around Elgin Market by the looks of it, and lots to taste. We are going to get into tasting and buying some food just now. Every single stall is packed at the moment. Anything that sells food is currently almost inaccessible. Let's go to the second level so we can show you what it looks like from up there. There's just so much to see here at the Elgin Market, not just the shops and the food and everything, but if you look at the building itself, look at all the working parts up on the roof here. all these gears are individually turning, and then you've got these massive blades running as fans. But if you can see there, if you look there, that gear is actually turning, and it's running a belt that runs all the way along there, that then turns another belt that runs all the way along. Let's see where it comes out. So that gear turns. So there's a belt that turns that gear. That gear comes all the way up here. That turns this belt. That turns that belt. That turns these massive fan blades. As I was showing you how these fans work, these massive blades with belts and everything. Look at this massive clock here. You can see it's got chains going up over there with weights and more gears. We've got weights, chain going all the way, and that runs that big clock. So this is the back side of that clock. Now it's time to actually get ourselves something to eat or to drink here. Analysis paralysis. You can probably see my mouth watering. Have you seen anything that you want to eat? Because I've seen plenty and I don't know what to choose. Thank you. That's all I need.
Enjoy.
Thank you. Our food is ready. Just look at this plate of food. But we are sitting upstairs outside to get out of this noise. All of this looks absolutely delicious. But first and foremost, I want to try a piece of this ice bun. They are called Mr. Ice Bun after all, so let's try and see what the ice bun tastes like. Nice and soft. Absolutely delicious. Try this bakworst. Now bakworst is one of my favorites. A little bit of mustard. We made quick work of that, except for the one sausage we didn't like that much. But what a stunning meal that was, to the end of a stunning trip. The best thing after a good meal is a good ice cream, and I got myself a salted caramel gelato while we're walking around to explore the last bit of the market. We're gonna explore the rest of the market, see if there's anything else to see, and then our train is leaving in about 20 minutes time. Yesterday we were having lunch at the food truck. Now you have a book truck. Our time at the market is coming to an end and we are getting back on the train. But after all that food and drink, I'm sure myself and a lot of people are probably going to take a couple of naps on the train. As much as I don't want to miss anything, you know, every now and again you might fall asleep. What an experience this was. Once again, take these opportunities, get out there, go and explore the sunshine for yourself. You never know what you're gonna find. That was a hell of a lot of fun. We are back on the train now and it will probably leave in the next 10 minutes or so. The train has left the station and we're on our way. And then we say goodbye to Elgin. Just as quick as we got here, we're leaving you. Thanks for the delicious food. Our train trip is nearing its end, so I got myself a nice cappuccino to enjoy the last bit of this train ride as we're coming into Cape Town with the mountain and the sun setting behind it. And there, in that direction is Dale Mountain, so we're gonna enjoy this coffee made on the train for this last bit of this journey. What a spectacular way to end this trip, coming into Cape Town at sunset, seeing the sun go down behind the mountains there over the sea. How beautiful is this? We have made it back safely, as you can see everybody disembarking. What a journey that was. We now are going to go and see what our new accommodation for the evening is going to be like. We've arrived at our final room for this trip. The Granddaddy luxury rooms. A little bit bigger than the Airstream inside, I must say. Quite a nice little room for our final night to just relax. But look at the view. Directly onto the road. So I'll be able to watch the Cape Town Marathon tomorrow morning from the balcony here, the tiniest balcony you've ever seen in your life. Anyway, this is our room for the next couple of hours. What a trip we had. Not just today with the train, but straight from the beginning, going down to the farm, then doing the lighthouse, then upstairs in the Airstream, and now this. What a way to end this holiday. We're gonna kick our shoes off and just relax a bit because it's been a very, very long day. That train ride is really, really nice, but it becomes a very long day. You know, you leave here at 7 o'clock in the morning at the hotel, and we only got back to the hotel now at 8 o'clock at night. But it was a spectacular trip. Anyway, we're gonna kick our shoes off and we'll see you a little bit later. It is pretty much the end of our trip in the Western Cape here. And what a beautiful adventure this was. Full of surprises and some unique stuff. And our last surprise is that we don't normally sit in the lounges and stuff in the airport, but managed to get into the Bidfest lounge. We're actually sitting in the lounge at the airport waiting for our flight to board in about an hour's time. Interesting, sitting down, having something to eat. Got some dumplings and a beer, and we'll probably tuck into the sweet stuff before we actually leave. But it's actually quite a nice lounge, and it's definitely a nice way to travel. Anyway, folks, this is where we're going to leave you for now. In our next series, Travel Bags Diary is going international. So hold on for some exciting adventures coming up soon. We'll see you in the next one. And like always, get out there, go and explore the sunshine for yourself. Cheers.